Alright, so let's start with the easy part, setting a goal. All you gotta do is use your imagination and set one. It's something that's not real yet, and you want to make it real. Of course, the less realistic it is, the closer the probability of reaching it is to zero. Since space and time are invariant, it's simple to measure how much is available for your use. Just look at your room, your workspace, or your clock, or your calendar. Ideally, we'd want to reach a goal as fast as possible, which means we can place effort toward moving the time factor to approach zero. If I could instantly teleport goals into existence, I would certainly enjoy that. How much space to use is completely dependent on what the goal is, and sometimes we need a ton of space, sometimes we don't. Since moving around space requires energy, let's still assume that we want to be as efficient with space as possible while still being safe. So this can be expressed as necessary space plus unnecessary space, and putting effort toward making unnecessary space zero. The importance of this factor really depends on the goal. Personally, a lot of my goals can be reached in a pretty condensed space, just on my computer desk, and I don't really need to apply a whole lot of effort to optimize space. So we figured out how to use the first three parts, but the last one, energy and effort, and how to use it, is the most difficult part. I believe that scientific method is the best way to figure it out. We work based on principles that we believe to be right, and trial and error and good analysis helps us figure out whether we're right or not. If we're not right, we can adjust our principles to something that might be more accurate. Ultimately, it's all guesswork, but we're trying to get closer and closer to the truth, and trying to make our guesses more and more educated. Improving our systems is an effort in itself, and it's important not to get lost in it. Maybe part of our goal to be improve our systems, but even then, what is the point of a system unless it's geared towards something specific? It can often be even more time efficient if we find a system that's just good enough and just apply maximum effort using that system. So, to summarize, the best way to reach a goal is to apply scientific method to our efforts in the most time-efficient and space-efficient ways. Now, I really want to get to the nitty-gritty. So far, I've only really talked about general principles, but in the next video, I really want to talk about my own personal specific goals and the systems I use to try to reach them.